How long have I lived here for? Here itself is 27 years, but 3 miles up the road, I was born there, and I'm 78 now. So that's getting on nearly 80 years I live around this area. I've liked it. It's I don't know. It's quiet, isn't it? It's very. We don't get any trouble. Very rarely. There has been a few burglars apparently early, but we've never had trouble here, not on site.
Not at all. No.
It's been lovely on here. You like living in Severn Beach, don't you?
I think it's God's country. It's peaceful, good transport connections.
Well, I came here in 1947 to live, so I've been here ever since. I'm not quite sure how many years that is. It's quite a long time. I've seen quite a lot of changes. Yeah, that'd be all right.
There was quite a few visitors coming here, Severn Beach, called the Blackpool of the West those days. This is a beach just up here. As you can see, it used to look much prettier than what it is. Much prettier. Now there is no sign of a sea wall, as you noticed. For some reason we didn't used to get such a high tides. Now we're getting more water, higher level of water, so since I came here, a seawall has been risen in height by nearly 6 foot.
We met in engineering factory many years ago, didn't we?
Yes, 52 years, 53 years now. Anniversary coming up.
I had long blonde hair and I went to the hairdressers the same day and I had it all cut off in the bouffant style. He wanted to ask me out just because I had long blonde hair at the time. And I went and cut it all off. Yeah.
It's a long time. Just,
Well, yeah, as I was saying, if you like to go back to the the heydays of the early 50s or mid of 50s, you used to get a lot of Norwegian and Swedes come down. You used to have a big dance in the hotel. They had a lovely big room at the back for dances, all right? And they used to come on every now and again, and always had a fight. In the hotel, in the pub, they used to start in the bar. They weren't allowed to go around the corner because that's where the snooker table was, and they weren't allowed in the lounge. And then it spill out into the car park, and they spilled a bit of blood. And then they go in and put money over the bar to pay for the breakages, and get the taxes and all that, and go back up to Avonmouth and come back maybe in 3 months' time. But that was their night out. And our local policeman, which I won't name, used to always arrive after, and while he was in there, he always used to hang his bike on the lamp post because he always turned up after the event. But that was a well-known event. Yeah, used to have some fun with that. Not me, I must admit, not me. I was too young for that, but I used to see it happen. Yeah.
Gosh, the many days there used to be thousands coming to Severn Beach.
Well, what did they do at the club? What did they do at the club?
So there was a big club there.
Yeah. People used to come from miles to the club because they used to get topless ladies and all sorts there.
She's trying to tell me they had topless ladies come to Severn Beach. I don't know what for.
I mean, it was a riverside resort. It wasn't a seaside resort. It was a modest day out for families some years ago. And now people just like to come out to walk along the Binwall because all that is built up where they used to have the fairground and gadget golf and things like that to amuse people, and of course the Blue Lagoon, where I learnt to swim. That's one of the reasons I loved it here as a child. In June, my parents would buy me a season ticket, and that's where I spent almost all my time. I came home from school. Good place to learn to swim because, of course, it was salt water. I didn't like going to the swimming baths to swim. I loved to go into our own Blue Lagoon. This is where my Grand's cafe was and where we lived over it eventually. And this is the Blue Lagoon as it was in those days.
I've enjoyed life all the way through. Never had no trouble. Well, when occasionally down the hotel on a Saturday night, used to have a fight with somebody or something coming out from Bristol or something, coming down here wanting to rule the roost, but they finally got shot up the ass, like, you know. Yeah, one night, about 6 or 7 of them come off the train. Oh, they used to come down every week, and always trouble with them. So we didn't let them come off. We put them on. They met them on the station, and they went back on the same train. I don't know where any of them could stand up or sit up. They went back. They didn't come down again. That's why I got a bad thumb. Look at that, look. That's because I hit one bloke one day. It don't bend, no. It's rigid.
As I say, over there's the houses behind us that weren't there because that was a camp, which was our camp, Severnside Chalet Camp. But powers that be, the council said we've got to do this, that, and the next thing, and our campers didn't want it. They were coming from what were called like Coronation Street houses and streets. They wanted green grass. They didn't want concrete roads and lights and like in a town. They wanted to come in those days. And so in the end they said, well, you'll have to close, and that's it. They just gave us a couple of months to finish because my husband fought like mad to keep it going but couldn't.
I was just stood on the bus stop, this man going, excuse me, he said, could you tell me where all the fairground is now, like, you know, the swinging boats, the dodging. I said, I'm sorry, I said, it's all gone. He said, what about the pool? I said, well, if you walk up there, you'll find it's all gone. And they couldn't believe it. And then she almost cried, the woman. She said, oh, she said, my dad used to bring me here when I was a little kiddie. She said, it was lovely. And there was tears in her eyes. And she said, my husband said, well, I'll take you down to show you Severn Beach now. And they were surprised to see it's changed so much. Yeah, it's it was a bit upsetting really to think, you know, that she'd come all the way down to see it, and there was nothing there for them to see. No shops or anything. Oh, she said, there used to be a cafe down there. She said, my dad took me there for ice cream. She said, but that's gone. I said, yeah, it's all gone. It's a shame really, in a little place like this. But there you go, that's the council for you. Not a lot you can do about it, is there now?
But next to Bert's Burger Bar, there's the last piece of the Blue Lagoon swimming pool, there's a little concrete upstand with a little wrought iron, there's 2 hoops of wrought iron still painted blue, and that was the entrance to the Blue Lagoon. It's the last piece.
Yeah. Yeah.
You can still see, can't you?
Yeah.
It's not a community like it used to be. It used to be, I don't know, they seem a lot more friendly and used to talk more. Perhaps it's me. Perhaps I'm just old and crotchety now, I don't know, but that's what it used to be. But you go out there now and very so. They're more friendly now that I'm either in a wheelchair, on my little buggy, or on my walking stick. But otherwise, they don't speak to you. I don't know hardly anybody around here. Sad, really, isn't it? Still, I might.
Well, I had a chance a few years ago to sell the property, and I was stupid I didn't take the opportunity. Now,
She was offered good money for this place, but then her attitude was at the time, money is not everything. Too sentimental, you know, that's all it is. Oh, my mother was here and my grandmother was here before that. And so it's no good taking that attitude. I said, when we're gone, the first thing a kid's going to do is to sell it all. More than likely.
are they already discussing who's having what?
Who's having what, yeah. And we're still here.
They only sit here and talk who's having what, especially the eldest lad.
Yeah. Oldest son is.
It's terrible. No, I should have took the opportunity when I had it. It was time. Well,
I told them I'd better give it all to a National Trust.
cutting dogs home. That's the best place for it.
At least there'd be no arguments.
Well, they can't agree to pre-kids. Well, they're not kids. They're grown up. But it's don't have the same outlook on life. Well, they're not sentimental, I suppose, and that's why I'm still stuck here. I had a chance, and if I could put the clock back, I would have took it now. If somebody come along and said to me, so much money, I'd be gone. Because there's really nothing for us to stay here for, not anymore.